well. So
I've also been seeing Dre appear at more Aeons.
yeah, thanks to me, literally. But anyway, going into game one.
You're the Bory-mobile.
Exactly. I like Belpermobile better. I like the sound of that better. But I'll take
Everyone likes
Bory-mobile.
Bory-mobile better.
Town and City for game one, I feel, is volatile enough. It assists both these characters. Small blast zones.
Hello, you're dead.
Hello, operator. Give me the number for the true Shoyu.
Okay, wow. I don't think he read that spot dodge, but maybe he did. That was a very interesting up smash. Ralph doing a phenomenal job so far. Nice power shield coming out from Dre there. I love the sound of Ryu's power shield.
It's such a satisfying parry noise. Although, we're going to have to see a lot more of it from Trey Charles if he's going to keep himself alive, because this is a rather discouraging deficit of percentage that he's sitting
Yeah,
in.
but keep in mind, look at the rage on Ryu. All right, never mind.
What rage?
yeah. It's like, I have a friend, when you take his stock and kill him, he says it's just rage. Shout out to Isaiah. But anyway, Ralph with a solid lead right now, putting on a lot more percent there with that non-limit cross slash. That move does a whopping 19%. Just kind of dumb because it's basically Marth side B and it does more damage and it's easier, but whatever. Although, I don't know. I think if you get all the hits of Marth's side B, the down one, it does more, whatever. Ralph tacking on more and more damage as the match goes on.
Some nice military lifts from Ralphie, being able to put out that aerial pressure.
And once again, you see Ralphie's calling out pretty much every focus attack with the cross slash, which is actually something that's interesting because in Limit, like, it's not as easy to challenge the focus attack because, you know, you can still cross slash, but then you burn your cross. Wow, if he connected the second hit there, that might have actually killed off the top. That sometimes does that. Missing the jump Shoryu.
Shameful display.
Nice trap there. Dre potentially, well, I guess he could have left go for a couple reasons. Beautiful tech from Ralph. Okay, nice dash attack.
And that's going to do it.
Yeah, sometimes you always have to watch out if a Ryu does Shoryu that they'll often try to like re-Shoryu upon landing because the landing is like either lagless or like very little lag.
Right.
But pretty sure Ralph just caught him before he landed completely there. Also, dash attack is like pretty, I mean, he still would have died if he was able to get a Shoryu out because it's frame 1 invincible, but if it's a true Shoryu, that is. Anyway, going into game 2.
And the battlefield pick.
Yeah, interesting counter pick that Dre would opt for this stage. I don't know. I mean, this is definitely a great Cloud stage.
In the year 2017, we just give people battlefield.
I mean, I'm sure Dre, you know, he's very aware of you know, the advantages and disadvantages of matchups and counter picks, but I am not aware of his reasoning for choosing this. But
There's a rather cute connection that he made, though, extending the combo onto the platform.
yeah.
So at the very least, there is reasoning for why he would bring Ralphie to the stage. And his FADC movement looking much cleaner here in game 2.
All right, Ralph getting right out of those up tilts.
And trying to threaten space in the main stage, not really jumping around as much as we saw in game 2. And Ralphie already forced to have to burn his limit to return.
Yeah, that was good from Dre, stuffing him out of his jump with that back air. Stuffing him out of a lot of jumps, in fact. Ryu's aerials are pretty good for that. His like aerial approaches are typically fairly committal, but that's almost made up for by the fact that his aerials are ridiculously good. Obviously good on hit, have decent damage priority, and beautiful punish by Ralph right there.
The forward smash coming out to punish the FADC movement, and the focus attack wasn't even live, so...
Yeah, but it would have beat it if it was, that's
Yes.
the thing. Unless he just got the last hit, which would have been actually hilarious. But Ralph power shielding, and then something interesting that you'll see that happens in a lot of situations, if people power shield a hit from a multi-hit move, they'll almost always drop shield because we subconsciously react to the fact that we power shield something with the sound and the animation that we just drop shield and try to punish. But if it's a multi-hit, we still have to wait.
Yep. So now Dre trying to hold this base stage well, the Nair clearing him the room.
Fair. Yeah.
Oh, that was fair. My bad.
It looks exactly like a Nair. Yeah.
Either way, Dre managing to get off that stock. And now sitting at 97%. This is a bit of an upward battle for Dre.
Ralph keeping him at ledge as well. That Nair just barely missing his roll. The frame's working out in Dre's advantage there, but finds himself at 141% now. Okay. All right, this is tough for Drum. Well, yeah, he can drift down, but beautiful tomahawk.
We see Ralphie doing that a lot these days. He likes to use the tomahawk grab or even just short hop cross up with grab.
And it's very relevant that he did the tomahawk with his back facing before he landed. That way, Dre was forced to respect back air, which is scarier than any kind of forward facing. Well, he has up air, but in general, like it's good to keep in mind what you're threatening when you do a tomahawk, because your jump alone is not necessarily threatening. It's what you can do out of it.
Absolutely.
And yeah, Ralphie taking that with a solid 2-0.
I feel like Dre was making the right kind of adjustments as Game 1 was going on and into Game 2, but at that point it was too little too late. Ralphie already having such a fine understanding of what to do against Ryu, the rolling momentum was just too hard for Dre to contest.
Indeed. Yeah.
All right,
guys, I'm going to hop off. It's been great commentating with you, sir.
As always.
Enjoy the rest of the bracket.
There he goes, out into the distance.
Yeah.